This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Pope. He's got it with the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Chase Brown with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete him. And, he coughed it up.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
58 yards attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's Murray.
That's complete to Michael Wilson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards that time for number 14.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Murray now to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Benson.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
get this to the 24 on third down. Now Murray again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. Got to give to Brown on the option.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
3rd down, here's Brown.
There's the... Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Pope. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
A nice throw by the rookie from Auburn. It gets his guys a 1st down.
They'll go with the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for LA. 66 yards. Brown not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw, it's Murray. Open man here is Benson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Michael Wilson.
32 yards.
And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Grupe able to add the PAT.
And that trims the lead down to 9.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Off-play action. Pope. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Pope. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
And tapped it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Rams add 6 to their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Murray, he's got McBride here over the middle.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Murray.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, Dobson, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 3. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going for the deep ball. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So that one, his fourth touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7.
Up the middle they go. Dobson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. A give up the middle with Benson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the hold, They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
They run over center with Benson.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will see. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Another run here with Benson.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Murray now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Benson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
They'll try to run with Benson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score.
Going for it. Here's Benson.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.